What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Lawn Star channel. So today we are going to do our second step in getting ready for spring. Everybody's got a different way of getting ready for spring, and my two most important things that I do is number one, pre-emergent, which we did last week, and then my second thing that I do is I take care of grubs. So you ask, why are grubs such a big deal? Well, first of all, if you don't take care of them in the spring, then you have to deal with them later. And when you have to do them later, it becomes a much more messy and expensive and painful process to deal with. So I try to do things pretty quickly in the spring because grubs are bad for two reasons, in my opinion. There's probably more, but for me, the two biggest reasons is, number one, grubs like to eat all of your roots, and they end up destroying your lawn if they get really bad. And when I put in my sod, especially back here in the back, the fescue, it turns out I had a bunch of grubs that I saw coming in with that sod last year, and so I knew I was gonna have to deal with it in the spring. Then the number two reason, in my opinion, for taking care of grubs is because of moles and other types of creatures that like to eat those grubs.
Wesley, what about the ROUSs?
Rodents of unusual size? I don't think they exist.
So the best way to get rid of these moles and other creatures is to try and get rid of their food supply as much as possible. So when you get rid of the grubs, you get rid of their food supply, and hopefully they will move on. Now, I have a bit of a mole problem in my lawn. Whenever I walk around, I can see where there are raised areas in the lawn. The hill back here is a big problem for me right now as well. So I'm gonna put grub killer all over the lawn and in my flower beds, and hopefully that will take care of most of my issues with the grubs, and then hopefully we can get rid of the moles that way. Moles are a bit of a problem for many reasons. Number one, it takes care of the level part of your lawn. Since I have fescue back here, it's not as big of a deal because I'm going to grow that pretty long throughout the season. But in the front, I don't have any moles up there yet, but I'm going to try and stay away from that. And that's where I have my Bermuda and where I want to try and keep my lawn as low as possible. So we're going to make sure that we are not going to let the moles move from the back of the lawn into the front of the lawn, and then we can take care of not having as many issues with those. Let them go to somebody else's lawn and stay away from mine. So that's what we're going to do today. My product of choice for grub killer is, and it's the simplest one, is just go to Home Depot, get you some GrubEx. There are some other products that you can use out there that are spray form or whatever, but I figure this is one of the best ways to take care of it early on. You need to put this stuff down pretty early in the spring when the grubs, they're still in their infant stage, they have not grown into their full stage, or before that even. So this will take care of grubs for up to 4 months, and then if we have an issue later on in the season, we'll deal with it in a different way. All right, as I was walking up to my shed, what do I notice? This is a great example right here of moles. They just create all kinds of problems, and they tear up the ground pretty well. And then you can see like all of these little divots. That's all of the moles. And let me show you somewhere else where you see it quite a bit. Is right along here. They basically run up against this big timber and they got nowhere to go. And they literally created this trail all the way around. And then this is all the new sod. This sod here is not in great shape. Ooh, this is really soft. Oh my gosh. But you will see where it's like very much elevated. Let's see if I can show you guys a little bit better. Sorry about all the debris. So when you walk, you can see how much of this is elevated and how it comes down when I step on it. And then, so they are pretty much creating all kinds of havoc. They basically come around this area here, and they have created all these little tunnels everywhere. But it's not great. Then on the hill, luckily I'm still going to deal with a lot of things, but you can see right here, these are all areas where these moles are working their way around the lawn. I mean, they are aggressive. There's a entry hole, I think, for one of them, but they are all along this hill, but they really like to be right here where it's nice and green. And I think it's because of the fact that with all this new sod here came in with a bunch of grubs, so they're living fat and happy. So hopefully we're going to deal with this, and they'll try and find other places to get their food. ran out, and that is because my spreader is probably not calibrated properly. So keep that in mind, that when you do this, that you calibrate, or you make sure that your settings are good. So I probably put down too much, and I don't know if that's going to cause any problems or not, but I guess we'll find out. But for now, we're just going to keep going because I need this down. So we'll figure it out later if it's a problem or not. All right, folks, so that's pretty much it. I can't believe I ran out of the product, and it turns out that setting was the right setting on my spreader, but it wasn't calibrated properly, so I was actually dumping a lot more product than I needed to. I'll do some research and figure out if this is a problem or not. I don't think it is. It's just a waste of money, to be perfectly honest with you. If you guys have any comments, or you know that it'll cause any issues, or anything I can do to prevent any issues in my lawn because I put down too much, let me know. But I'm pretty sure I'm pretty much safe. It's just a waste of money. It's kind of dumb to have to go out and buy another bag. That's kind of the only issue that I ran into, was that I ran out of product. But if anything, they'll be dead now, I think. I hope. I don't know. We'll see. But I was able to get my brother-in-law next door the leftovers he's going to put in his backyard. And hopefully between us controlling both yards, that will keep the grubs out, which will also keep the moles out, which is really our bigger concern, even though the grubs do kill your grass. But anyway, that's kind of the plan. If you guys have any questions, or if you have any comments about the process, it's pretty straightforward. There's nothing really complicated. The thing about spring is that there's nothing hard about lawn care, especially in the springtime. It's just that the things that you do now are the things that are going to help you in the long run throughout the summer. If I don't deal with putting down pre-emergent in the spring and keep the crabgrass out, I'm going to be fighting crabgrass all season long. If I don't deal with the grubs right now in the spring, I'm going to be dealing with moles and grubs throughout the entire season. So it's just key to make sure that you take care of things as early as possible. Today, as you can tell, I'm sweating. It's 81 degrees was a high today, and tomorrow it's supposed to be back in the 50s. So, you never know around here in Tennessee. If you are ever bored with your weather, come to Tennessee. You'll never be bored. It is always changing here. So we just have to deal with it. But I know spring is right around the corner. We've got lots of things that we're doing. I hope you guys enjoyed that little series that I started with the high school here in town. I won't be doing a whole bunch of videos, so don't think that that's going to become part of my channel as a major part, but I do like helping them out. And so we'll definitely go back and visit that lawn, and we'll go back and visit the field and continue to put down fertilizer and make sure that we have all the chemical levels as they should be over there. And then I think we are talking about potentially doing a big leveling project there in the middle of the summer when the kids are out of school and the Bermuda's really hopefully popping by then, and then we can really set the ground perfectly level, and it'll be just a great place for them to play. But that'll be a few months from now, so we're still talking about it, and it's just going to be a big project if we do decide to do that. But we'll bring in big machinery because I'm not doing that by hand. Even though I'll probably do a leveling project in the front of my lawn here, I'll do that by hand, but those are two completely different things. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. And like I said, get out there, start taking care of your lawn, and then you guys will be ready for the summer. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to be notified of future videos, hit that bell. But again, only if you want to be notified on a constant basis. I plan on putting out a lot more shorts and a lot more regular content, so it may be excessive to some. So if you just want to see it when it comes out, then make sure that you don't hit that bell. So anyway, have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you next week.